Well, it's been a minute since I've done this. I am going to be putting the finishing coats on this big girl here, T-Rex. Putting a finishing gloss on her just to make sure she shines out and stands out pretty well. Oh, crap. Maybe New Year's Eve, but I'm still at it. Not doing much. I'm about out of gloss here. Nope, I'm out of gloss on this one, so I got to throw this out. Let's see what I got up here. Minwax. Put some Minwax on this thing. I might do that. Flat crystal clear. Can't do that one. I got too many flat crystal clears. And Flex Seal clear. Shit, that's rubber. Can't do that one. Damn. Well, I have to let this dry and see what we can do with this one, because I don't have any more of these flat crystal things. Oh, crap. Yep, I'm short-handed again. Woo! Alright, well, I've got her ready to go. I've got to get this off of the stand. It's all glossed up. Ready to go. We're going to pull her off the stand and set her aside. I can make a mounting stand for her. Shit. I'm going to just put her off to the side in the back here because I've got to go to town probably in the next few days and get some supplies and shit. So I'll set her back here so I can get that done. And then move on to this guy. I've got the Godzilla here that I wanted to... now this is one of two. I've got another one up here on the wall. Right here, you guys can see that one. I've got that one done. And I want to do a little Dremel work for the eyes, which is supposed to come in any day now. Imagine there's going to be some lambasting about, oh yeah, you're not wearing a mask. Well, I've got ventilation in here, I'm good. Now this one is not quite finished. Still got to do the mouth. But it is the King of the Monsters black. Now to sand down the back a little bit, just kind of shape that out. Basically with these, all you have to do, I'll cut this off and show you. All you have to do with this, I was going to do a resin back to it, then I thought, nah, just sand it down because it's foam filled. All you have to do is really basically have a nail, and you just stick it on the nail, and it hangs on the wall. That's all. That's all it does. So, I've got these two going out to a couple of friends as kind of belated Christmas gifts because I didn't get the shipment order of eyes on these as I wanted. Now that I have the coloring of the prototype of the eyes, and I've got my new machine, I'm likely going to make my own on these. So that will be 2020 step up. We got the pressure pot and all that. So I've got that going. Plus I've got one of these guys already in the mold. The Chris Russell Bloody Murder camp mask. This is the one that I did that, like I said, had a little bit of a defect in the mold, and here I had to fix this, but I've got one of these, got that mold fixed and corrected, and I got one of these in there already. I'm letting it set up for a couple of hours to thicken out, but these will be ready to go in 2020 as well. I'm also going to make the Part 8, this guy. This one, the modified, this is a resin bus. This is a modified toxic waste face mask. I've got the mold, actually got it over on the stand. I've got to make a new skirt for it because I don't like the skirts. I'm having to redesign the skirt on this and make this a proper lace. So that's another one for 2020. Plus there are a couple of surprises. I've got one sculpt that I'm working on. It's a common celebrity that I hope turns out well. And I want to see latex, but I really want to do it in silicone. So that's another goal for 2020. Plus, I want to finish off the Old Man Rambo that I started and get that done. So I've got quite a few unfinished projects. Also, we'll be probably converting the Vengeance. We'll be making a Part 7 conversion with that. And maybe a Part 6, I don't know. I've thought about that. I've looked at those and I said, you know what? That would be easy to do. And I could just take my own sculpting and redesign it and make both of those. So that might work. That might happen. So 2020 is going to be a big year. A lot of stuff. What I'm going to do right now, while I've got this up here, I might as well finish painting it. I've got those eyes drummed out, but they're not in yet, so I've got them. I'll put that up there. Plug my airbrush machine back in. Let's see about getting some paint going here. We got a new Bloodline Blood Red bottle in, and I thought, well, I'll just do the mouth in a Bloodline Blood Red, use a new color. See how that works. And we'll get in and get on this. All I do is just take this and start spraying in the mouth. What I used on this for the inside of the mouth came out kind of pinkish, and it really didn't look well. So this will be a new paint to use, a new thing to go with, and hopefully it will come out better and I can be very productive with this color. There we have with the starting of a productive color. Trick on these is you get the coloring in the mouth right, and then go back in and do the teeth. And what I have to do is find a, basically, or cardboard shim. Usually I have a paper towel. And I can cover these teeth and spray paint the inside without making the teeth this color. There we go. Go around all the sides of it. I know you guys can't see because I'm doing this on the outside, but so then we come up with a pretty good inside the mouth redness. We'll have to go over, and the thing is with this one, like I said, these are friends that are defective a little bit. I got foam sticking out in the back. Some of the back parts are a little bit weak. But because these are gifts, I'm sure they're not going to complain too much about that. And then, of course, this one up here, same thing. I'll just have to stick this guy back up here for the moment. Hang out right there, buddy. See, that's how easy it is. Just stick them on the wall and they hang up. And it's not a big deal. This one's a little bit more unique because it has a little bit of a left turn on it. That left, yeah, this has a little bit of a left turn on it. And this one is the same thing, King of the Monsters, I believe this one I will let go to my friend Ale Tucker. So, Ale, as soon as those eyes get in, they'll be put in, and this guy will go to you, and you can hopefully have a spot on the wall for her or him, whatever you want to call it. And these guys have been sitting around for a couple of weeks, and I just haven't gotten to them, but been working with the Vengeance and some of the other ones, Part 8 and that type of thing, and trying to get things a little bit better organized. So, trying to do a very light shimmer shine to this without getting too much of the red on the teeth, because I've got to go back in and put the teeth in. And get up under the tongue. You got to always do that. Now, just so you guys know, I know my friend George does what he calls a Blackheart version. This is not that version, and this is not his. This is mine. A friend of mine, Carlos Carmen, helped me design this, and I'm putting them out as resin wall hangers. Now, of course, the Blackheart version is a little bit more detailed than mine. Mine has more of a reptilian look to it. And mine's not really that up to specs with George's, but actually I had no idea, believe it or not, before I did this, that George even had that out. It wasn't until some people had made mention to me about it that, oh, that looks like the Blackheart. And I was like, oh boy. You know, but it was already done, and I thought, you know, I don't want to cross swords with anybody. Because George is a judge, after all. He's a man of the law. And I don't want to fuck with people that are people of the law. If I can help it. So, out of respect, I reached out to George before continuing with that. Showed him the photos and stuff, and he was like, yeah, that's good. You know, continue with it. Not gonna interfere with what he's doing. It's Godzilla, but two different versions. Like I said, this is a slightly defective one. There's a crack here that I gotta, you know, fill in. But, you know, these are two that I really couldn't sell, so I have to give them to my friends because they are defective, and I don't want to sell a defective product. But to give you guys an idea, you know, gotta drill out the eyes and stuff. I don't have any ones that are done with the eyes inset. There are photos on my Etsy page, photos on the Instagram page, and photos on the Facebook page. So that's how you guys will see this and know what these are. Son of a bitch. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for the Godzillas and shit and dinosaurs. I am also thinking about this. If anybody is interested in me making one of these for them, I can do that. I do have access to the forms, these forms, so I can do that. I've got one other in my shop up in the rafters that was supposed to be sent to someone, but I don't know where they stand on it. And I was going to send it to him as a blank so he could paint it up himself, but he hasn't gotten back to me on it. So I'm not entirely sure where that stands, but if any of you guys are interested in me painting one up for you, give you the full view here. This is the crocodile alligator style that I was playing around with, and it kind of came out pretty well. Been hitting it with a couple of gloss coats. Basically, it would hang on the wall. The back is completely wooden. It's like a deer mount. The back is completely wooden. I would put like a hanger clip right there. You just hammer a nail on the wall and put it up on the wall, and that would be that. Of course, it would go on the wall a lot like this guy right here, the shark. That has to be on YouTube on how I did that. And so if you guys are interested in that, you know, just feel free to go check out the YouTube channel. That, I think, is pretty much it for time in the shop today. I kind of made this brief because I just wanted to do a couple things and show y'all some stuff. Other than that, I think that is pretty much it. I've got a blank coming from David Miller Creations to paint up a Freddy Krueger. I likely will paint that up and sell it. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to turn out, but we will see what it looks like when it's done. It's live. And I'm going to put a little bit more in here. So, then I've also got this guy to do for a friend who, if he gets back to me and gives me the green light on it, I've already got this one pulled and ready to go. The Vengeance. It was latex. Now, his idea was he wanted me to do this in part 7 colors. And I'm not against doing that at all. I can do that. I think it'll work out really well. That's what kind of gave me the idea to maybe go back in, revisit the sculpt, and make a part 7 from this, or a part 6. So I'd like to do that. I don't know how well that would work, because I am itching to put this eye, which I got from Fourth Seal Studios. And that is a part 7 eye. I'm itching to put that in a display bus that I make somewhere. Also, I'm going to hopefully be able to use that as a prototype. If I get into making my own eyes, I can likely try to make them to go with the bus as well. So, I'm not going to start on this because I'm going to wait for him to give me the go-ahead on that. But it is ready. Nicholas Spriggs, if you want me to continue with the part 7, give me a thumbs up or a message. Otherwise, I will go ahead and get to the side and leave it for now. but this is up. Like I said, I've got these, the Chris Russell Bloody Murder, ready to go. One's in the mold now. And I've got a Victor Crowley. Let me go get that Victor Crowley and show you guys real quick. I've got those. I'm going to promote that real quick. Hang on. I'll bring you with me. Let's just do this. Let's just go back to the shop here. And I will show you what I'm trying to do right now. Like I said, with the Part 8 sculptures, I'm just trying to redo a skirt, and it's folding on. This is a Victor to go. This one's ready to go. I've got the Bloody Murder in the mold, and then I've got the Victor Crowley mold, so I can definitely do those. Out some space so I'm for sale on Etsy, and I would appreciate if you do like it that you'd buy some, because I'm running out of room. So I got the Al Pacino I'm still trying to fix and work on, but I've got to do the teeth. So I haven't gotten back to that yet, and it's just standing off to the side. So I've got tons of projects that I'm trying to do. Oh yes, by the way, these guys are still for sale. Let me flip this around. The Manhattan was scared the shit out of my friend. Here, this is a resin one. This one's been heavily discounted. I'm going to go in likely and it will not come with that, but just so you guys see it up close and personal, that is a Manhattan Terror, or whatever you want to call it. I call it Toxic Waste Face. But the reason I